Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to a special bulletin episode of Palace Intrigue. I'm your host, Mark Francis. Prince Andrew has been reported to the police by the campaign group Republic following allegations in recently released court documents related to the Jeffrey Epstein case. The Duke of York faces accusations involving an orgy with underage girls and inappropriate contact with a woman while posing with a puppet of himself. Prince Andrew has vehemently denied these allegations. Another batch of 300 pages of legal documents released separately accuses Andrew of sexually assaulting a minor in London, likely referring to previous claims made by Virginia Jeffrey. These allegations were settled by Prince Andrew in a US civil court without an admission of guilt. Republic's CEO, Graham Smith, has urged the Metropolitan Police to reopen the case, called for parliamentary debate, and requested that Prince Charles make a public statement addressing the allegations. It is important to note that these documents do not reveal major allegations against Epstein or his associates. A spokesman for the Met Police indicated that no investigation has been initiated at this time, but they will assess any new and pertinent information that comes to light. The Metropolitan Police confirmed that they are not conducting any investigation into Prince Andrew, stating, "We are aware of the release of court documents in relation to Jeffrey Epstein. As with any matter, should new and relevant information be brought to our attention, we will assess it. No investigation has been launched." Buckingham Palace's defence of Prince Andrew has been cited by Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyer in court as revealed in recent developments. In the latest batch of legal documents related to Jeffrey Epstein, which were released on Thursday and consist of 19 documents totaling around 300 pages, attorney Laura Menninger utilised Buckingham Palace's defence of Prince Andrew to challenge the 2015 defamation case brought by Virginia Jeffrey against Maxwell. In 2015, Buckingham Palace issued a statement vehemently denying any form of sexual contact or relationship between Prince Andrew and Miss Jeffrey, asserting that the complaints were false and without foundation. Laura Menninger referenced Miss Jeffrey's motion, which claimed involvement in sexual relations with Prince Andrew and other high-profile individuals, including world leaders and Mr. Alan Dershowitz. She stated that when the press questioned her client, Mr. Dershowitz, Prince Andrew and others about the allegations in the legal pleadings, Buckingham Palace issued a statement flatly denying the plaintiff's claims. Furthermore, Ms. Menninger emphasized that Buckingham Palace said her claims were absolutely untrue. She noted that while others, including Mr. Dershowitz, had called Ms. Jeffrey a liar and denied her claims, Buckingham Palace had not explicitly referred to her as a liar. King Charles is pressing forward with his plans to relocate Prince Andrew from Royal Lodge, his residence for the past 3 decades. Insiders, as reported by the Daily Mail, have disclosed that these new documents have bolstered the King's determination to have Andrew vacate the 30-room mansion located on the Windsor estate. King Charles lacks the authority to strip Andrew of his remaining royal titles, a process that would necessitate Parliament's approval. However, this task wouldn't be straightforward for legislators, as there is presently no established mechanism for revoking a peer's title. In 2022, Rachel Maskell, the Labour MP for York Central, proposed a bill aimed at allowing the city to sever its associations with Andrew. Her removal of the titles bill, introduced to Parliament in June of that year, would empower either the monarch or a parliamentary committee to withdraw titles. It is still in the initial reading phase and must undergo several more stages before becoming law. Ms. Maskell cited similar legislation from 1917, which was used to revoke titles from individuals who had fought against Britain in World War I. As for Prince Andrew's position in the line of succession, he currently occupies the 8th spot following Prince William, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis, Prince Harry, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. His place is secured by virtue of being a son of a monarch, and it is a birthright. It is improbable that MPs will propose such legislation because Andrew's chances of ascending to the throne are slim, given that he is not directly in line for the monarchy. What next for Prince Andrew? Speaking to the independent royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams said the prince's desire for a return to public life was hopeless, given that his presence causes ongoing embarrassment for the British monarchy. Andrew is in the headlines, and once again it makes it very uncomfortable publicity for the royal family. Part of the problem is his attitude generally towards royal life and life itself, simply because his outlook in past years has been so entitled. The royal family has a problem that just won't go away. He makes news wherever he appears. The facts are that in the court of public opinion there is no confidence in him at all. Whereas he hasn't been convicted of anything, the popularity polls place him so low it barely exists. Royal expert Ingrid Seward explained why she believes the royal family won't release an official statement. She said, Prince Andrew is no longer a member of the working royal family, so they don't make statements for him. I can't imagine any circumstance whereby they would make a public statement. I don't think Buckingham Palace will get involved with Andrew again. I just think the line has been drawn there. Palace Intrigue will be right back. Royal sources say King Charles is faced with making a dramatic U-turn on his decision to order his family to fall in line and welcome his brother back into the fold. Senior royals, including Prince William, whom the king overruled, warned that Andrew's appalling association with late convicted pedophile Epstein will never go away and is a direct threat to the future of the monarchy. A royal source said the king has no option but to completely cut ties with Andrew. He will forever be tainted by his association with Epstein, and despite his denials of wrongdoing, the constant drip of information about Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell is a stain on the royal family. There is no way back for him. Andrew should have no place in public alongside the king or any other member of the royal family. The Mirror's royal editor Russell Myers wrote, "What to do with a problem like Prince Andrew? It's the unwelcomed conundrum the royal family has faced for more years than they care to recall. But now the stakes are higher. Barely a year into his reign, King Charles faces an immediate decision on whether to perform a U-turn and banish his brother for good. Deciding to bring the disgraced Duke in from the cold was almost entirely against public opinion and much of his own family's wishes. The king ordered his family to get on board and welcome Andrew back for the odd appearance, a decision which, despite family bonds, is looking increasingly erroneous. But with the release of further damaging court documents in the United States, the Duke of York is toxic for the monarch. Now Andrew has weaseled his way back into engagements, be they the grandeur of the coronation or the serenity of a Christmas walkabout. The elephant in the room cannot be ignored. Despite Andrew's denials of wrongdoing, there is no way he or Charles can be certain more scandal or tawdry allegations of misconduct, or worse, will not come out in the years to come. The sickening scandal of Epstein and his cronies is a dark episode that will not go away, much like Prince Andrew and the baggage that surrounds him. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or your app of choice, and hit subscribe if you're on YouTube. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This has been a special bulletin of Palace Intrigue.